So they brought back Saving Private Ryan to the movie theaters to celebrate its 20th anniversary. I haven't seen a movie since they celebrated its 20th anniversary, so it's been 5 years for me. I went with my friend Chandler, and I wouldn't say we had a great time because the movie itself is very intense and depressing. It, I don't know, it was a good time because like you're seeing good cinema, obviously. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. But the first 20 minutes of this movie are so brutal. My mom said that when her and my dad went to the movie 25 years ago, they walked out because it was just too much to handle, like visually. And I could see that as a very brutal movie, different from a lot of Steven Spielberg's movies. Which are usually a lot more family friendly, or at least not as like horrific as this. And you think Steven Spielberg, you usually think like Indiana Jones, E.T., Close Encounters, Jaws, stuff like that. Um, but I think this movie, as well as Schindler's List, stands as a very steep departure from stuff like Jurassic Park. While those other movies he made might have some intense moments in them, it's like nowhere near the level of this. And I think it's because these movies seem a lot more real. You're not facing dinosaurs or aliens. It's like stuff that actually happened. Um, so you realize how brutal these men had to go through. My uncle fought in the Battle of Bulge, I believe, and I don't know much about that, but if it's anything close to this, it's like, wow. I'm surprised he came out of it a well-functioning human being. Like, that would destroy anybody, in my opinion. You could tell by, like, the direction and stuff that Steven Spielberg did his research in this movie. You know, he is an acclaimed director for a reason, and he rarely misses in that period. I feel like nowadays his movies aren't as good, but, in his heyday, which was the 70s through the 90s, he was on top of that. The performances all around are very good. Tom Hanks, probably my favorite performance of Tom Hanks' entire career, to be honest. Um, he just has this mixture of authority yet warmth, and you could tell like while he's good at his job, he never wanted to do this. The whole like them guessing where he's from and what he did before the war, and him not answering because he just doesn't want to think of that as the same version of himself. And they find out he's a teacher and he lives in this small town in Pennsylvania. It's a very touching, sad moment, and the way he portrays that is great. I think Tom Hanks fell off recently, if I'm being honest. It seems a lot of his performances now are very phoned in, but this is him in his prime when he was consistently doing great performances. I wish he cared as much as he used to. Matt Damon does a great performance as well as Eponymous Private Ryan. Though I guess some people thought they thought it was Nathan Fillion at first. There's not seeing any young version of him before he did Firefly. Great performance in the movie is of course Harrison Young, who played the older version of Private Ryan in the beginning and the end of the movie. He seems so like the way he gets so emotional at Tom Hanks's grave always makes me tear up, and the scene where he asks his wife if he was a good man and it was worth it. That is so heavy, and I don't know, that scene is amazing. Probably like one of the greatest final scenes in movie history, in my opinion. But yeah, overall, very hard to watch movie because a lot of the stuff actually happened or not necessarily based on the true story. A lot of scenarios like this did happen in World War II, so and rather than being presented as shock value, it's presented as more of like a humanistic thing, um, more of like paying homage to them rather than being like, oh my god, look at this crazy thing that happened. There's always emotional weight behind it, and people are seen as like actual human characters rather than just plot devices meant to be killed like red shirts. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this movie down below. Is it your favorite war movie? I don't know if it's my favorite war movie. That'll probably go to the Deer Hunter, but I did like this a lot. So let me know down in the comments below. I will talk to you next time, and until then, peace.